really clever. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Yo, he got no leg. Alright, now Reno, we're gonna have to spank you on your bum bum to get you back on your feet, but, you know, you got this, my boy. Can I just say, it's insane what I'm about to actually discuss in this video, because this anime season has been incredible. There is shows that alone can make a top 5 episodes list of the season, just because they're that good. They have that good of episodes. And yet, I would personally argue, and I get it, I'm going to be like maybe one of 3 people who will say this across the entire internet. I think this episode specifically of Kaiju number 8 is one of the best episodes of the summer 2025 anime season. There is so much with the characterization on top of the actual amazing action that has my jaw just on the floor. And as a very early supporter of Kaiju number 8, saying this could be one of the more impressive kind of new gen shonens, I just feel like even though I know collectively the internet has shit taste and won't agree with me, I just know deep in my heart I was right to support this, and investing in the Kaiju number 8 stocks early on is paying off tenfold. You make sure you drop a like though, show your support on this video, subscribe if you happen to be new around here, and Patrons where you can catch those full live reactions. You want to help fund the channel and get exclusives all at the same time. So if it was just one character, like say this was an Iharu episode, we get to flesh him out, I wouldn't go that far to say, oh, this is one of the best episodes of this anime season. I might say it's still one of the stronger Kaiju episodes, but when you get Reno and Iharu back to back, baby, oh my god. So the thing I want to dive in first is Iharu. So near the end of season 1, they definitely had like a Reno and him friendship that was like a little bit of a rivalry. They're going to encourage each other, and then just nothing happened with it. I'll be honest, I forgot about it initially until they started this episode, and then it all came flashing back. The thing that I like is that you see this a lot in the real world. Gifted people who grew up basically being told you're special, you're better than everyone else, oh my god, you're so talented, they often fail in life. So I've seen it firsthand, and I've heard a lot about it as well from just other people. Basically, it's really an education system problem, but it's also like a lack of like knowing how to teach kids. Because if you're one of those gifted kids who excel past all the other students, all the other children around you, you don't really struggle when learning shit growing up. Especially because education systems typically can't match what you need intellectually, right? Because you're just so gifted. And a lot of times what happens is once those types of people get into a situation, often it's post-secondary, like college, university, and they actually face something that confuses them or challenges them, they crash out and burn out because they've never, for the 18 years they've lived, they've never really had to be challenged before. Where you or I, if we don't understand a test coming up, we have to study for it. Where for them, they read something once and they just get it. So by having that concept of I was always better than everyone, and now I'm being the one left behind, feeling that jealousy, that envy. There's a scene, he doesn't explicitly say it, but the impression I got is when Reno failed to use number 6, and he's like, deep down I think I was happy. To me that almost felt like, because he failed, maybe there's an opportunity for me to do it. Of course he feels guilty and dirty after thinking that, but that level of realism for his character. Enjoyed his character in season 1, didn't really have an opinion so far in season 2 up until this episode because he really hasn't focused on too much. But it really reminds you that, man, even the characters you think are going to be like side disposable characters are getting really fleshed out here. And the idea that if it wasn't for him, pure muscle, pure he's him energy breaking through that ice barrier, Reno would have been tapped out. The fact that in this episode where he was happy he failed, thinking about stuff in the past, he's the entire reason he's gonna excel. And then on Reno's side, same thing. Now it's interesting because for Iharu, he looks at him as like, man, this guy's leaving me behind, he's doing it all, but like, to the same degree, he feels like he's being left behind and that he's not good enough. Both of them have this insecurity of not feeling like they're good enough, when at the end of the day, they just need to rely on each other and be homies till the end. The absolute ride or dies. And the quick little montage of the flashback in season 1, seeing all those moments that happened with them. It's not like it just randomly happened one episode. Like, near the end of season 1, this was a pretty important relationship. Just a lot of shit hit the fan at the beginning of this season. They didn't really have time or reason to really focus on it all too much here, and I think this is the appropriate time. That type of shit is great. I'm not saying you don't see good characterization similar in other shonens and stuff, but the exact way they execute it here is among some of the best I've seen this year for this type of storytelling. And the best part, you could have had shit production, and I would have still raved about every single thing I just said about the writing and the characterization. The music too, just so frantic at times, like the music's like almost anxiety inducing. You got flashes, it just, you feel as unnerved as they do, right? Even if you had shit production, I still would have hyped up everything I just said there. Thankfully, I get to say all that, and now I get to glaze the production, because holy man, that was awesome too. The idea that, you know, he starts off by basically, he uses ice, like boots basically, to speed around. He's freezing shit. The first time he kills that big boy, shotgun blast, and then boom. Oh, that was smooth. And then the big dog comes out, and yeah, that was a bit of a different story. Just such a cool show, man. And just like watching, if you really compare every single kaiju fight that we've seen in this show over 19 episodes, however long it's been total, I mean, maybe some feel a little more familiar. But if we're looking at specifically Season 2, has any fight actually felt like it's functioned the exact same way? You know, whether that's Kaiju number 9, whether that's, you know, the things he summons. Like, everything has a distinct style. And this kind of gave me like a kind of dinosaur vibe sort of a thing. And honestly, I appreciate how different everything is. And how this show could have just copy and pasted the same styles of fights and character pieces and everything. And, you know, I appreciate that deep into a season, you can just say, screw the MC, we're pushing him away for a little bit, and we're going to focus on these two. Reno, of course, has had importance, but, you know, the author could have forgotten about Iharu, man. They could have just really made him a pathetic, I'm going to be better than you, I'm so sad. You know, like, he had a human reaction to everything, and I like the fact that in the same episode where you can feel disappointed in how he felt towards someone he's supposed to consider a friend, he also is the entire reason that friend didn't get tapped out and probably is going to survive. I mean, without him, did you see his, like, he wasn't doing that shit alone, man. Like, there's a reason why Boss got off the lawn chair and said, alright, Daddy's going to take care of this for you. Good shit, man. I mean, I'd have to really sit and think, like, what my 5 favorite episodes of this season are. This episode would be in the top 5, though. It's insane. But it'd be a very hard list to finalize. I can just safely say, at the very minimum, this is the type of character writing that speaks to me personally, and when you combine it with a fun action set piece, I'm giddy as hell. Like, there's nothing wrong with this if you ask me. But hey, a lot of people don't appreciate Kaiju the way I do. It's fine, it is what it is. I just know I sit on my throne thinking I'm better than you if you truly think this is a mid-show. Cause it ain't mid, bro, it's f***ing gas. You let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of this week's episode, and how do you think they're gonna win this battle? Cause I feel like they got it at this point, right? You let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around. Your Patreon is, of course, where we catch those full live reactions and other exclusives like, hey, I give video shoutouts to my patrons. So today we got Hunter D. Lupin, Cosmo Netto 140, Zeno, Yuki Ali, Zython, Rogue Knight, Pranay Samshwar, and we also have Darian Smith. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You all have a good one.